Here we have today a beaded bracelet based on geometric components which end looking like flowers. I am using cube beads and seed beads in 11/0 and 15/0 sizes. Keep watching to learn my geometric flowers technique and have fun! So here we have our lovely bracelet that is made out of double right angle weave units and components, flower components let's call them, made around a 3mm cube. For this beautiful bracelet I am going to use 11/0s, 15/0s as well, and then 3mm cubes, and for the clasp our usual lobster clasp with closed rings. We start by creating the clasp connection. So we pick up 1, 2, 3, 4 seed beads, include the closed ring as well, and this is the first let's say row step of our double right angle weave unit. Then we move the thread up the next seed bead after the knot and drop one seed bead in between the ones from the original circle. And this is how we build up our double right angle weave unit. And here we are. If you want, you can go around and reinforce the unit. Now let's start our flower, this one, our flower unit. We are using one of the corners as an anchoring site. We pick up one cube and then another seed bead. Skip the seed bead, go back through the cube and close the circle around the first anchoring bead. And here we are. For the second step we pick up 5 seed beads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go through the anchoring bead from the opposite side, and the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and go out through the first anchoring bead. So we create a circle around the square. For the next step, we have the thread coming out the anchoring bead. We move it through the next bead from the circle. We pick up 2 seed beads and make a herringbone increase. So we go back through the next, so the second seed bead in the semicircle of 5. Pick up one seed bead, skip one, go out the next one, so this is a peyote stitch. And now pick up 2 seed beads and place another herringbone increase between bead 4 and 5. Over the seed bead that is the anchor, we pick up 1 seed bead, we skip it and go out through the next one. So actually we place a peyote stitch over. And now, with the thread coming out the first bead of the second set of 5, we place a herringbone increase. So 2 seed beads, go out the second, pick up 1, skip 1, go back out through the 4th, and then again we pick up 2 seed beads and place a herringbone increase over between 4 and 5. Okay, and now over the first anchoring bead we pick up a seed bead, skip it and step up through the first herringbone increase and the seed bead at the base, so through 2, like we usually do in a circular stitch. And this is our first row of the component. For the next row of the component, we continue to add herringbone increases, so pick up 2 seed beads, go down through the next one, and here we move the thread through the peyote stitch of the previous row until we get to the next herringbone increase. So actually in this row we only increase, go through, increase, go through. Okay, so here we have only herringbone increase and weave the thread up to the new increase through the beads from the previous row where we had the peyote stitch. Okay, so to the increase, and now okay, and here on the last side we step up just like this. And in this moment, just make sure that the tension is good. The work should start to cup up a little. For the next step, we have a row of herringbone increase, 2 peyote stitches, herringbone increase. So let me do the herringbone increase in this color, and I will put the peyote stitches in red, so will be around the peyote stitch that sticks out from the first row. Okay, so here we have 2 peyote stitches and go up the next herringbone increase in the corner, 2 seed beads for the herringbone increase, and here we have gap peyote from the first row gap, so we will just drop a peyote stitch over those 2 gaps. And using the peyote stitch from the previous row, here we are at another corner herringbone increase. So pick up 2, go down 1, and herringbone, peyote stitch. And here we have the last corner with the last side as well. So the herringbone increase, and here we have gap, the peyote sticking out gap, so we drop the peyote, okay, another peyote, and here being the last row of the herringbone increase, we step up, so we go up through the last 2 seed beads in the stack. Okay, so our work looks like this. And now for the last row that will create the cupping up of our flower, we are going to use 15 O's. So for the first herringbone increase, we are going to place 3 11 O's. This way we finish off the herringbone increase as well. So here we have 3 15 O's, sorry. And here on the sides we have 1, 2, 3 peyote stitches with the 15 O. And we just make sure that we pull the thread and the tension is tight, so it creates the shape we want. Okay. Here we have the second corner, so again 3 15 O's to create the peak and the nice look. And then on the side we have 3 peyote stitches with 15 O. Make sure that the thread doesn't catch around the corners. Okay. And here you have the third corner. And then the third side with 3 peyote with 15 O's. Okay, pull the thread so it brings the work up. And here we have the last side with the last herringbone increase, so 3 15 O's down and 3 peyote stitches on the side. And here we have the third one. How lovely to have a knot just like that. And the last peyote stitch where we have to step up and Let's do it like this. A step up. That's fantastic. We managed to go over that. So now we go around and make sure that the tension of the thread is high enough so allows, see, it allows the component to lift up. From this place, now we have finished the component, so we think about how to continue our work. The idea is that if we started here at this anchoring bead, we will have to get here at this anchoring bead, so we continue this way. So this means that I just weave in the thread to that anchoring bead. Let's see if I can, okay, and here we are at the anchoring bead. So this is our component, and now here you can add in between the components 1 or 2 double right angle weave units. I have added 2 because if I add only 1, there wouldn't be enough space for the components to sit one by one. It would be like that. So just considering how big your seed beads are, maybe the Tohos would allow that or not, I don't know. These are Rokai that I have used. So I have placed 2 double right angle weave between the components, just to have a nice shape of the bracelet. Okay, and for this, with the thread coming out of the anchoring bead, the second anchoring bead of our cube, we pick up 4 seed beads, so we just go on with a normal double right angle weave unit. So 4 seed beads, go up the first and add seed beads in between the other seed beads of the circle, just like this. So here we are, and then we move the thread to the opposite side of the unit. Okay, so this is 1 unit. We make another one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Go up the first seed bead after the anchoring, add the seed beads in between the circle seed beads, so 1, 2, and 3. Anchor back to the original starting seed bead, and now we have to move our thread here on the second bead that we've added in this last row. Okay, and this will be, as we see here, the starting point for a new component. So this means that we pick up 1 cube, 1 seed bead, anchor them up, and start a new component, as we've already done so far. I hope you like it. The bracelet is absolutely adorable. Sparkle, dimension, flexibility is all you dream for. Thank you for watching. See you with our next tutorial. Ciao, ciao.